In this video, we'll go through my weekly trade reviews. I'll take you guys through all the trades I've had for the past week from Monday to Friday. So let's begin. On gold, this is Monday. Okay, no, this is Tuesday. So on gold, this is for Monday. The price action was not really very clear. We had a lot of choppy movements. Price was not really moving in a clear direction. So I didn't take any trade because I wasn't really seeing any valid supply or demand zones to take trades off of. On Tuesday, I finally found something, and it was at 145. So I saw my break of structure. Liquidity was resting just below the supply zone. Backed out my strong high and my draw liquidity, and it worked out well. On Wednesday, so that's 1 million for XAUUSD. On Wednesday, I didn't see anything because price was just ranging basically throughout the whole day. It was ranging after an initial push to the downside during Asian session. So as Asian session was ending, it entered this huge accumulation phase. So I couldn't get any valid trades. I didn't see any valid supply zones at this point. On Thursday, nothing serious again. Price was still choppy, break of structure, change of character. Like, it wasn't just doing anything major. No trade for me there. And then on Friday, this was supposed to be a second trade for the week on gold that would have amounted to a +4 RR P&L, but I missed it because I was busy. I couldn't see the setup on time, and it happened without me. So it's just usual break of structure. Fine, I found the supply zone, strong high, liquidity, like that. That's it on gold. 2 trades, 2 wins, although I didn't take the second trade. Now on EURUSD, let me move it to Monday. Okay, so on EURUSD, the first trade I took was a loss. I don't really know how, but my suspicion is that I saw a pattern like this that happened on Wednesday, so we'll get there. But this pattern of double bullish candles with one bearish candle, or in the opposite sense, double bearish candle with one bullish candle, I don't know if I will be taking it specifically on EURUSD because I took this similar trade on gold and it worked well. But on EURUSD it didn't. It just didn't work out. It stopped me out. You can see it here. Then after that, I didn't really get anything here. This one had already reached evening time, and the stop loss for this trade would have been very, very wide, and it's been making the take profits to be far away from my draw on liquidity, which is here. So after seeing all these things, I decided to just leave this one out. So nothing serious on EURUSD on Monday rather. Then on Tuesday, price just dumped heavily. As just dumping, I wasn't able to get anything until this point. Same thing that happened. It came late in the evening, around 8 o'clock, so I couldn't take the trade. Then, and I don't like holding to the next day, especially weekends, so I just decided to leave it. But it would have worked out well if I had left the trade. On Wednesday, this is what I was telling you about that happened on Monday. 2 bullish candles with 1 bearish engulfing, taking out the 2 of them. I don't know why it didn't work on Monday and on Wednesday too. For some reason, this particular setup did not work at all. As I checked other pairs like gold, I found out that it worked there. So I was about to scratch out this particular chart pattern or formation from my potential entries and just mark it as a no-go area. But since it worked on gold, I'll just flag it for just EURUSD. On Thursday, nothing happened, just random movements, and just kept on going down. I couldn't find any particular place to enter from, so I left it. And then finally on Friday, that's where this stuff happened, where I got into a trade after this very minor change of character, and it kept on ranging around my entry, and it got to 5:30, and I decided to close it at break even basically. So that is it for EURUSD. I only had a trade there that ended up in a loss. Now let's go over to GBPUSD Monday. Now this was Monday's price action, and I missed this setup. I actually saw it. Not that I wasn't available. I was available. I saw it, but I didn't take it because I saw this. What's it called here? This week here. I don't know if you can see it. This week I saw it as a mitigation of this demand zone, so I decided to stay away from it. What I would have just wanted to see was just a normal push outside the zone without anything coming in to tap into it again. So I just left it. Or it's worked well. I won't beat myself up for that one. If I see the same setup, I won't take it again because the market can be random. Anyway, on Tuesday, nothing really happened. It just dumped aggressively. I didn't find any setup. On Wednesday, same thing. I didn't find any setup. It started accumulating during Asian session. Took out, let's say, Asia high. And started, this is just normal AMD formation. Accumulation, then manipulates above the zone and then distributes in the opposite direction. So after everything, it came here, changed character, and I marked this as my demand zone. I was expecting to take a trade actually, but nothing really happened. So he didn't take any trade there. Now on Thursday, I finally took a trade and it's worked out well. The break of structure to the downside. I marked my supply zone, strong high targets, and it played quite well. After that, I didn't get to look at what happened again throughout that day. And then on Friday, this was one I missed out. I missed out on this trade because I wasn't available. Or then again, if I had been available, I'm still not sure if I would have taken it because this was not a very clean move away from this zone. It's only this candle that started showing some sign of actual push away from the zone. These ones were just moving away gradually. So I don't know if I would have taken it. It's possible. It's possible I wouldn't have taken it. But then the one I finally saw, I've already explained this in my last video. I lost 4 trades today. Exactly. You guys should go and watch that one. So I took the trade and it didn't work out well. So I think that's 2 trades on GBPUSD. 1 win and 1 loss. So we've reached the halfway point. You guys should like the video. Drop your thoughtful comments. If you like this content, share it to other people. Turn on the notification button, and most importantly, subscribe to my YouTube channel. We are at 68 subscribers now. Make sure you subscribe. Thank you guys for helping me. Let's push my channel. Follow me on X, AlexTrades15. Follow me on TikTok, AlexTrades 15. Facebook, same, AlexTrades15. Instagram, AlexTrades15. You'll see all the links in the description. So it's not difficult. Just click on the links and follow me on each of them. You don't need to do much. Back to the charts on AUDUSD. On AUDUSD, okay. So this was what happened on Monday. On Monday, I saw my set off. I took a sell and it didn't work out. I was taken out. On Tuesday, I didn't get any valid setup. This one, I didn't take it because this was just the first break of structure. And I don't trade off of the first break of structure or change of character, anything. I always wait for the second one to happen so that I should be sure that, okay, the market now is set. We are finally establishing a direction. Now, price came here and changed character. This was the demand zone. I was not going to take this one even if, because my entry should have been here, stop loss here, and they probably way above here. So now, on Wednesday, I saw my setup and it worked out well. Took a buy. On Thursday, price was just making different things happen, just breaking structures, changing characters, breaking structures, changing character, until this point, 8:45, where it finally started moving downward. And as it moved downward, it didn't form any valid supply zones for me to take a sell. Now on Friday, this is the most painful of them all because everything worked out well. I marked out everything well. My target was before the draw liquidity, so it was going to almost certainly going to hit it, which it did. But before it did, it had to stop me out, and I don't really know why. It's just the market doing its thing. We don't have anything much to say. We just it used me as liquidity as well. I actually thought that this was the liquidity that was used to fund this sell here. I thought after taking it, it was liquidity to fund this downward sell that broke structure, making this a protected low, which was my strong high. But price came again, took out the second liquidity before coming down. So nothing much to complain there. I followed my rules well, making it 3 trades on AUDUSD, 1 win and 2 losses. So on USDCAD, so on Monday, I saw this is the same setup I talked about that didn't work out twice on EURUSD. 2 bullish candles with 1 long bearish candle, bearish engulfing, taking out 2 of them. So I marked it out and it worked well. This was the same time that the Monday EURUSD loss happened. So why USDCAD just stopped before taking me out, just stopped right before my stop loss. USD took me out. So that's it. On Tuesday, nothing serious happened. I couldn't take this trade because my target was way above the week high. On Wednesday, Nothing happened. It was just price was just moving around in random fashion, so I couldn't take a trade there. On Thursday now, on Thursday, I don't really know why I didn't take this trade. I feel like I wasn't available because I think the reason I didn't take this trade was because it didn't look like price was leaving this zone in a strong fashion, just like this candle. If this candle had occurred here, let's say you had pushed these 3 candles up and moved this one down, definitely I would have taken the sell, the buy rather. But it had to start with these small candles first, so I just stayed away from it. I missed out on that one. We learn every day. Then on Friday, market was just random. I don't really get what was going on. I just had to, at the end of the day, you just have to mark out and follow structure. If you don't see your setup, you don't take the trade. You keep on waiting. That's how trading is. So I will just always be marking my setup. When I see one that suits me, I'll take the trade. And I always apply proper risk management because at the end of it all, this can happen to you. This USDCHF was very weird yesterday as well. Anyway, let's start with Monday. This is the last pair on my watch list. Okay, Monday's own was so off because it left the 15-minute structure and was forming its internal structure, let's say the 1 and 5 minutes. Because I don't really see what was going on here. If I was to mark out from the 15 minutes, this is my first break of structure, and then this is a change of character on the 15 minutes. Meaning nothing serious happened. Again, if I were to take a trade, I would have taken a sell from here, using this as liquidity. But price didn't even come down there that day, so nothing really happened. I just ended up marking out internal structure, which is why I still won't have even taken a trade, because I don't trade off of internal structures. I was just marking it for marking sake. Now on Tuesday, nothing happened until this time when price finally broke structure at 230. So I was waiting. This was supposed to be the liquidity. This was supposed to be liquidity. And if it had come around, let's say 3 or so, I would have taken the trade definitely. But when it finally came into my zone, it was at 7:45. So it was too late in the evening. There's no way price was going to go all the way up here. Where do you want to go that is? So I just left it. On Wednesday, again, I didn't see any setup. I just sparked the zone and was waiting. On Thursday, nothing happened. Just market structure, break of structure, change of character without any valid supply or demand zones to trade off of. And then Friday, where this happened, I saw my setups. I explained it very well. Once again, in this video, this last one, you guys should watch it when you're done. And when you're done watching that one, so kindly watch this one. This was I think the day before this one. So just go through all my videos, go through everything. They are well detailed, explanatory. So that's it for my week, and we hope to see better price action next week, better profits next week. I ended up with just cumulative 1 hour for the week if you add all the trades I took this week. So that's it. We'll see you again later. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.